Let's continue the discussion on the measures of position for group data. We're now down to our last topic, which is all about percentile rank. So after this, you will do some amazing task that will be revealed soon. Okay, so let's discuss percentile rank. Percentile rank is the percentage of scores in its frequency distribution that are equal to or greater than it. Say, for instance, if you received a score of 95 on a mathematics test, and this score was greater than or equal to the scores of 88% of the students taking the test, then your percentile rank would be 88. Okay? So, in computing for the percentile rank, we will be following the given formula written in our module. So, we have the unknown percentile rank is equal to 100 over the total number of frequency plus the quantity of the unknown percentile rank minus lower boundary multiplied by the frequency before the percentile rank or the unknown percentile rank divided by the class interval plus the cumulative frequency before the unknown percentile rank. Okay? So remember that PR is the percentage rank, or should I say percentile rank. The answer will be a percentage because you're looking for percentile rank. Now, PR is just simply the unknown percentile that you are looking for. Now, this is the cumulative frequency of all the values below the critical level or critical value. Capital letter P is the raw score or value for which one wants to find the percentile rank. LB is the lower boundary of the unknown percentile. N is the total frequency. I is the size of the class interval. So some of you ask me how to identify the size of the class interval. Let me remind you with the process again. So let's say that we have the intervals 1 to 8 and then 9 to 16. So this is the given interval. How do we find for the size of the class interval? So you have two options. The first one is by writing all the scores between 1 and 8 and they are included. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So including 1 and 8, these are the total scores in the given interval 1 to 8. So just count those scores, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you got 8, correct? So that is now the size of your class interval. Okay? Say 9 to 16. So list down all the given scores, including 9 and 16. So that is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then count all these scores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, your class interval, the size of your class interval is 8. Okay? Now, there's another option which is very helpful, most specifically when you're dealing with a large interval. Okay? So, paano yun? So, from this one, you know that 1 is the lower limit and 8 is the upper limit. Okay? Just simply subtract the lower limit from the upper limit. So that is 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1, that is 7. Now, your difference will be added, will always be added by 1. Okay? So you always add 1 to your difference. So 7 plus 1, that is 8. So the class size interval is 8. Okay? How about here? So, subtract the lower limit from the upper limit. So, that is 16 minus 9. And 16 minus 9, that is equal to 7. And always add 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. So, the class size interval is 8. Okay? I hope you get that process. Next, let's continue. Let me erase it first. Okay. Next is the frequency of the unknown percentile. So let's have an example and apply this formula. Say, find how many percent how many percent of the scores are greater than the cumulative frequency of 38 in the previous table. This previous table that this problem is talking about is the table that we've used in our previous lesson about measures of position in group data, including quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. So, same table lang ang ginamit natin. Okay? Para mas makita natin yung diferensya nung tatlong quantiles natin. Okay? So here are the scores ranging from the lowest interval, 21 to 25, to the highest interval, 46 to 50. And the frequency is on the second column. So first things first, you have to complete first the table. Okay? So in completing the table, we need the data for the lower boundary, and we need the data for the cumulative frequency before, or the less than cumulative frequency. Okay, so we need that. Now, after completing the table, say we're done completing the table, let us review again how do we get lower boundary. To get the lower boundary, just simply subtract 0.5 from the lower limit of the given interval. Say 46. 46 minus 0.5 is equal to 45.5. Okay? So, kung ayaw mo mag-minus ng ganyan, simple lang. Ito, 46 minus 1, 45. Lagyan mo lang ng 0.5. Okay? 41 minus 1, 40. Lagyan mo ng 0.5. 36 minus 1, 35. Lagyan mo ng 0.5. O, hindi ka na ng problema sa 0.5. Ano? Okay. Next, we have the less than cumulative frequency, or the total accumulated frequency of the given data. So, paano na ulit ito? So, first things first, mag-start ka dun sa pinaka-bottom nung iyong data, and then copy yung last frequency natin na 6. Okay? Now, paano nakuha si 18? You have to add 6 to its succeeding frequency. Okay? So, si 6 ang kasunod niya ay 12. Okay? So, pag plinas mo ito, ang sagot ay 18. Okay? Kaya doon nakuha si 18. 6 plus 12 is equal to 18. So, andito si 18. Okay? Now, how do we get 27? Yung nakuha mo dito sa dalawa na pinag-add mo, i-add mo doon sa succeeding ulit, doon sa 9. Okay? So, this is 18 plus 9, which is 27. Kaya nakuha yung 27 doon. Okay? Paano naman makukuha yung 38? Yung sagot mo dito sa tatlo, 27, eto dito. 27 plus 11, that is equal to 38. So, doon nakuha si 38. Okay? Now, ano yung dapat tandaan natin dyan? Kapag kinompute mo lahat ng cumulative frequency, dapat ang ending mo na cumulative ay dapat equal siya sa total number of frequency. Okay? The total number of frequency is 50. So, dapat yung 50 dyan at saka yung 50 dito sa pinakataas ng less than cumulative natin ay pareho. Pag hindi sila pareho, that means mali yung pagkaka-accumulate, pagkaka-add mo sa mga to. Okay? So, we're done completing the table. Now, we have to know that we are looking for the number of percentage in which the score are greater than the cumulative frequency of 38. Okay? So, anong gagawin sa 38? Ang frequency natin na 38, asaan? So, ito yon. Asan yon? Ito, this one. Okay? So, 38, yung less than cumulative kasi ang hanap natin eh. So, yung 38 na yon ay nasa interval siya ng 36 to 40. Okay? So, this interval yon. Dito pasok si cumulative frequency na 38. Now, next. With that, you will be using this data. Okay? Now, let's begin with the lower boundary. Lower boundary will be 35.5. Pasensya na, natanggal ko yung lower boundary natin dito. So, 36 minus 1, 35, and then add 0.5. So, the lower boundary is 35.5. Next will be the percentile rank that we are looking for, which is a cumulative frequency of 38. Sabi niya. So, capital letter P is 38. Next, the total number of frequency is 50. And the frequency of the unknown percentile is 11. Ito yun, 11. And then next is the cumulative frequency before. So, hindi natin gagamitin yung 38, pero gagamitin natin 27 kasi we're looking for the less than cumulative frequency before. Bago yung 38, ano yon? Okay, that is 27. Next, class interval is 5. Paano ulit nakuha yung 5? Say 21 to 25, 21 to 25. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So, ilang scores lahat ito? Isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima. So, the class interval or the size of the class interval is 5. Okay? Next, with that, we will now be substituting this in our given formula, in which capital letter P is 38, N is 50, lower boundary is 35, and so on. So, substituting it, we have 100 divided by 50 plus the quantity of 38 minus 35.5 multiplied by 11 divided by 5 added by 27. Okay, so let's begin with parenthesis. 38 minus 35.5, that is equal to 2.5. And 2.5 times 11 is approximately equal to 27.5. And then 27.5 divided by 5, that is approximately equal to 5.5. And 5.5 plus 27, nandito na tayo ha. 5.5 plus 27, that is equal to 32.5. Okay? And 32.5 plus 2 or 2 plus 32.5 is equal to 34.5. And 34.5 is approximately equal to 35. Okay? Now, for the interpretation, ganito siya i-interpret. So, 35% ito. So, therefore, sabi niya, 35% of the scores are less than the cumulative frequency of 38. And 60, paano naging 65 to? Kasi since that is percentage, we're dealing with 100. Okay, so 100%. So kung ito 35% na, ito yung may cumulative frequency na 38. Okay, so kung 35% yun, so 100 minus 35, that is equal to 65. So 65% yung greater. Okay, so 35% of the scores are less than the cumulative frequency of 38. Mas mababa daw kay 38. And 65% of the scores are greater than the cumulative frequency of 38. Okay, so that's how you solve for percentile rank. Let's have another example. Say, assume that a researcher wanted to know the percentage of consolidated